Hey everybody, it's your girl Nail and welcome to Simply Nail's Tiny Studio. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and also comment. Thank you so much. Now listen, today what we're going to be talking about is we're going to be talking about the rumors that's been swirling around Prince Harry and Meghan Markle for the past maybe 3 months or so. And we're going to get into the weeds of it. We're going to dive deep into it. Okay, no, we're not. Well, we're going to dive into this a little bit and we're going to discuss these rumors. How do you feel about that? Now, as I always say, I don't know these people. So these are just allegations, rumors, and gossip. Because I don't want you legal beagles out there trying to sue me out here on Beyonce's internet. Okay. Now, what are those rumors? For the past 3 months, the rumor mill has been grinding concerning royals, or not so royal, Meghan Markle and her hubby Prince Harry. What are the rumors? Well, there are 3 rumors swirling around this couple. The first rumor is that, number 1, Prince Harry has been in talks with the royal family in regaining his royal privileges back. The rumor mill says that he has been in talks with Prince William, because I guess somehow Prince William is what? The mediator between Harry and his dad, King Charles. So there are rumors that Prince Harry is talking to Prince William about regaining, if not all, at least some of his royal duties and privileges back. All right. But of course, we know in order for that to happen, there are some other things that will have to take place as well. Rumor number 2 is that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are separating because they need some air. They need air because their marriage is so stressful and there's so many components to it that's not working. So they need air so they can gather themselves together and then come back as a collective within their marriage. The third rumor that's going around is that Meghan Markle is about to file a $80 million divorce. Let me put it like this. Meghan Markle is in the process of filing for divorce from Prince Harry, and she's looking for an $80 million settlement. Those are the 3 rumors that are rolling around Beyonce's internet regarding Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Now, do you believe any of those rumors? Now, here's the thing. Even though a close family friend has been quoted in the press saying that Meghan and Harry are having a really great relationship, they're having fun, everything is fine. Let's be honest. Everything really isn't that fine. It really couldn't be, because Prince Harry gave up everything that he knew for love. And if you watch any movie on the Hallmark Channel or on Lifetime movies, you know that when you give everything up for love, there are different caveats to that. There are different levels to that, and it depends on how strong that love is, how strong the relationship is. It really comes down to a lot of different things that if you want to leave it all for love, in order for the relationship to work, there's got to be certain things in place. Because if you're giving it all up for love, what are you getting in return besides love? Because in certain instances in relationships, as our girl Tina Turner, or the late great Tina Turner once said, what's love got to do with it? What's love got to do with you picking up your socks? Or what's love got to do with me being upset with you for not putting the toilet seat down? Okay? Love don't have anything to do with that. It's really about respect and common sense. Right. So when we look at these rumors and we think about it, we have to say that yes, it is possible that Harry and Meghan are having issues in their relationship, because every marriage has issues, every marriage has problems, and Meghan and Harry's are of no exception to that rule, because they are two human beings who are now also parents of two little ones. So of course there are going to be issues in day-to-day living. But are the issues big enough for them to be talking about divorce, allegedly, or separating for air, separating for perspective? Do we believe that that's happening? I don't know. I don't know if they are separating because they need air. And the question is, what would they need air for? Right? Well, as we know, they've been having some issues with Netflix. They've been having issues with their podcast. Netflix is allegedly upset that some of the content that they are producing, that is not going to bring in the numbers of their documentary. I read somewhere on Deadline or in the Hollywood Reporter is that Meghan and Harry's podcast, that is not really bringing in the ratings or the numbers that they, that the producers wanted. So I'm sure business-wise, things are a little hectic. And when you are in business with your spouse, of course, sometimes business bleeds over into the dinner hours, right? Sometimes business bleeds over into the breakfast hour. That is the downside of working and being in business with your spouse. But just because a couple is having a little, not so great time in business doesn't mean that they cannot be successful as a team or as a couple, right? Right. So what is really going on with these rumors? Are Harry and Meghan headed for a split? Are they really headed for divorce court? I don't know. And I would not be surprised if that was became the trajectory of their relationship, because like I said earlier, Harry gave up everything basically for love, and that comes at a cost. Prince Harry grew up as a prince, all right? He grew up having wealth with the bells and whistles. Now, as a commoner, sort of, he still has the wealth, but not royal family wealth. And he has wealth, but he doesn't have the bells and whistles to it. I would say it like this. Yes, he does have bells and whistles, but he does not have the bells and whistles that the royal family can provide. So he's out here like the average wealthy person trying to make it. And I'm sure that for once in his life, he's concerned about money. Meghan knows what it means to be concerned about money, but Prince Harry does not. And so he's getting a really good education as to what it means to have to work for your food, work to support your family. He's really getting an education about that right about now, because he has to concern himself with the fact that he's going to have to put his children through elementary school, or private schooling from the elementary years, secondary schooling, then higher education, that costs a pretty penny, especially when you are working with, or you are, you are a wealthy person. You're always concerned about the quality of the education that your child is going to be receiving, that's going to set them up on the road to having a successful life and career. And being that Meghan and Harry's two children will not be, associated with the royal family as far as having those type of duties and trust funds set up for them, they are most definitely going to have an education and go on to have a higher education, have that type of background behind them in order for them to become successful adults here in America or wherever it is that they may want to go. The thing is that they're not going to necessarily have the royalty or the royal family behind them as a buffer or as a mattress for them to fall upon. They're going to have to fall upon themselves, right? And so I am guessing that for Prince Harry, that's a lot. That's a lot of stress to be dealing with. That's a conversation that he probably never thought that he would be having about his children. Because trust me, William and Kate are not having that conversation, but Harry and Meghan are and will continue to have that conversation until their children become adults and graduate from whatever colleges that they may attend. So that's stress. And then you have the fact that Meghan, what is she trying to do with her career? What is that all about? It wasn't like Meghan Markle was a fantastical actress or that she had some type of great Hollywood career, because she did not. But she wants to get back into the Hollywood way of life, or get back to her career. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. If it fulfills her and it brings her or gives her some type of purpose and it makes her feel good about herself, well, then there's nothing wrong with her looking for or looking to build a career in Hollywood. But I would also say that in the way that they're going about looking for or establishing or reestablishing themselves in Hollywood, Meghan Markle and now Prince Harry, I don't think Netflix liked it. What Netflix was looking for and is looking for is they're looking for, content that's going to be salacious and juicy coming from Prince Harry and from Meghan Markle. I mean, you already have the Obamas. They're already, creating content for Netflix that is, positive and, motivational and all of those good things. I mean, we got the Obamas for that. I mean, do we really need Meghan and Harry for that? What we really need them to do is continue to open up doors and let us see the inside of royal family life. Because isn't that what we really are looking for? We're not looking for, safaris and, we're not looking for any of that. Because we have the Obamas for that and we have Oprah. You want to be motivated? Watch Oprah, watch Super Soul Sundays, and then you have that, and you also, like I said, you also have the Obamas. So there are other ways that we can get all of this motivation and inspirational talk. We can find that everywhere. We don't necessarily want that from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. What we want is some juicy royal family gossip. That's what we want. And am I mad that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are not giving it to us? No. No, because that's their family. But, Netflix, on the other hand, who is paying the bills, Netflix has an issue with it. So I don't know what Meghan and Harry are going to do on that accord, but they need to figure that out. They need to really figure that out. So I'm just musing with you about, why these rumors could be based somewhere in fact. Somewhere. But I really don't know. I mean, I think Meghan Markle has a book coming out. I think that's what I heard. I think it's coming out sometime this fall. So if you like, I could read captions or sections of that book to you, and we'll check it out, and we'll spend a little money, to get the book. We'll support Meghan. We support Meghan on this channel. We'll support her, and we'll buy the book and we'll read it together. I can do that, But in the meantime, what is Prince Harry going to do with the rest of his life? I mean, that has to be something that's bugging him and bothering him, because when he was a working royal, it was planned out for him what he was going to do with his life every day. Every calendar day was scheduled for him to do certain things with his life. I mean, working as a member of the royal family, that's a lot. It's not an easy task. It's a job. But that was his life for many years, for 30-something years, until maybe about, 2 years ago? So I'm sure that the question of what am I going to do with my life is bothering him. And while we as women, we already basically know what we want to do, we have it planned out, men are not like that. There's some men who, if they don't have it figured out as far as, do I go to work today, or why am I not, I mean, when you look at men who have retired, what is the one thing that they say? They say it bothers them to sit around the house and have nothing to do every day. So when Prince Harry was a royal, he had a whole schedule of things to do every day. But now that he is just Prince Harry without all the bells and whistles, he has to figure out who he is. And I am sure that this issue can cause a little tension within a relationship, because when he met Meghan, he was Prince Harry with the bells and whistles, and now he's just Prince Harry without the bells and whistles. So that can be a very, very valid issue in their marriage, in their relationship. Maybe Meghan has said a time or two, I don't know this Harry. The Harry I fell in love with, he was this, and this. Well, this particular Harry doesn't know what he wants. He's unsure of himself. He's insecure. He doesn't have any goals. I don't know this Harry. You never know. But as I said before, all of these things are alleged. We don't know what's going on in their marriage or in their relationship. But the one thing I do know about rumors, especially when it comes to celebrities or notables, famous people, is that somebody in their camp is doing this. Somebody is talking. And when people become disgruntled for some reason or another, that's when they start talking for cash. So this rumor didn't just come out of nowhere. It didn't just come out of thin air. Somebody was talking. And that is how the rumor mill really begins to do its thing. However, Newsweek did some fact checking, and I thought that it would be appropriate to read to you what Newsweek has to say and the fact checking that they did about one of those three rumors about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry separating and divorcing. And it is in an article called Fact Check in Newsweek, dated July 14th, 2023, which was just a few weeks ago. And it's written by Tom Norton. And the article begins, fact check. Did Meghan Markle file $80 million Harry divorce papers? Or what it really should say is, did Meghan Markle file for divorce seeking an $80 million settlement? Okay, here's the fact check. Are you ready? All right, here's the article. It reads, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's marriage has been well documented over the past 12 months with a podcast, a documentary series, and Harry's autobiography Spare, offering insight into their celebrity life together. Details of the couple's relationship have often been shared alongside the growing distance and separation of Prince Harry from the royal family, the pair sharing much of the fallout publicly. The gossip circus that has followed them has often invited spurious and misleading claims too, with one suspicious rumor shared on social media this week that Markle had filed divorce papers for an extraordinary sum. The claim. A tweet by commentator Ada Lulich, posted on July 11, 2023 and viewed 6.9 million times, claimed that Meghan Markle had allegedly filed divorce papers asking for $80 million plus the total custody of Archie and Lilibet. The tweet read, rumors are that Meghan Markle is separating from Harry. She took him from his family after she embarrassed the British royal family and made his whole nation hate him. Now that Harry is broke and lonely because of her, she has allegedly filed divorce papers asking for $80 million plus the total custody of Archie and Lilibet. So think about that. And we kind of talked about finances in my commentary before we really got into, finances as one of the reasons why they could possibly be separating and divorcing. But, this commentator said that, quote, now that Harry is broke and lonely because of her, she has allegedly filed divorce papers asking for $80 million plus the total custody of Archie and Lilibet. So here's the thing. Harry is not broke. Harry is not broke. Harry is a multi-millionaire. Let's just say that. He is not broke. Now, like I said before, he is wealthy, but he is not as wealthy as his family. Okay, and his wealth doesn't come with the bells and whistles. So Harry is not broke. Okay, he's a wealthy man. He just doesn't have the royal family's cachet at his disposal, and he doesn't have the bells and whistles that come with having the royal family's cachet at his fingertips. And another thing, if Harry and Meghan Markle did divorce, she would not be getting total custody of Archie and Lilibet. Because if Prince Harry and Meghan Markle divorce, more than likely, Harry will go back to being a working royal again. Titles and everything, being a big deal, of course, as it should be. And his children who are already who are already titled, right? Let me see. I know I know Archie, I think Archie and Lilibet were titled when King Charles was officially crowned king. I want to say inaugurated, but you know it's not inaugurated. Coronated. When his official coronation happened, Lilibet and Archie were, you know, officially named Prince and Princess. However, you know, if they were to divorce, the royal family would make sure that Prince Harry had custody of his children. Okay, there is no way that Meghan would be given full and total custody of those kids. So that's another place where the commentator got that wrong. All right, so here are the facts according to Newsweek. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have been the source of multiple false rumors on social media, which have included Markle lying about her age and listing herself as Caucasian on a babe site. This latest claim is no more accurate than some of this other gossip. Responding to Newsweek, Lulish said her tweet was based on 2 articles from Spanish news outlet Markle and entertainment site Showbiz Cheat Sheet. The Markle article published on July 2nd, 2023, titled Meghan Markle's astronomical divorce fee from Prince Harry revealed, mentions the $80 million filing directly, stating, adding to all these rumors, the British press is also reporting that Markle has filed a financial demand for $80 million to sign the divorce papers, as well as demanding sole custody of their 2 children. The article makes no reference to any original or immediately verifiable sources, naming only the British press. Now, if you are a royal watcher, more specifically a Prince Harry royal watcher, then you know that the way that guy has been suing the British press, trust me, if they are not getting the information straight from Buckingham Palace, the British press is mum. Mum is the word on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, because that guy, Prince Harry, he's taking fools to court and winning. So even though this lady says that the British press, she got some of those rumors from the British press, nobody in the British press is talking about this. They don't want to get sued. So right there, when they said British press, I even knew this rumor did not come from the British press. Okay, immediately. Okay, let's get back to the reading. The article makes no reference to any original or immediately verifiable sources, naming only the British press. Apart from the fact that it appears no British newspaper or media outlet has made this claim, Prince Harry and Meghan were seen together in public less than 2 weeks ago in Santa Barbara, California. Now listen. It don't matter. It don't matter that they were seen together 2 weeks ago. Okay, where did they say they were seen together in public 2 weeks ago? That doesn't mean anything. How many times have we heard rumors about somebody, and then we have seen the couple in public talking about, oh, that's not true, we're still together. And then maybe 2 weeks later, you find out they're filing for divorce. And then the next thing you know, they're telling us, oh, we would like our privacy at this time. Come on now. Showing up in public together doesn't mean anything. Not these days. What it really means is that something's going on, allegedly. Anyhow, back to Newsweek's article. The article by Showbiz Cheat Sheet, published June 8, 2023, discusses the plausibility of divorce rumors but doesn't mention a divorce filing. Although the pair have been subject to rumors about the state of their marriage, sources close to the couple have dismissed these claims, saying they are happy together, the report says. So that was Newsweek's fact check on whether or not Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are divorcing, separating, so on and so forth. But here's the thing: if we do not see it, if people really do their homework, all you have to do is, research it, see if there have been any filings in California or, in the UK. And that's how you find out whether or not a celebrity or a famous couple, if they're separated or divorcing. However, we can still sit back and say that, if we were to hear tomorrow that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are separating indeed and are, heading for divorce court, we can all speculate and say, yeah, we saw that coming. Right? Because it's just too many things going on, from what we can see from our vantage point, that will lead us to believe or say that, yes, it is possible that they could be separating and headed for divorce court. It's too many things. Starting with the fact that Prince Harry left everything for love. Now listen, I love love, okay? I love love. I'm in love with being in love. I've been married for 34 years. I love love. But there are consequences to leaving it all behind for love. And those consequences have to be dealt with. And a lot of couples are not strong enough to survive that. The type of opposition that Meghan Markle, claimed that she went through to marry Harry, and what their married life was like on display as it was in the UK, what it was like to face the things that she faced, and the depression that she felt, and the stress that was upon her. It's a lot. And then for Harry to make the decision to leave it all behind, to just be, your average multi-millionaire living in America, it's a lot. It's got to be a lot. And I would not be surprised if word came out that, one or both of them filed for divorce. Now, would I want to see that happen? No, because I want to see this story play out to the end. And for me, you can say goodbye after 10 years. After 10 years, it's okay. Because then, by that time, you'll know fully whether or not this thing is going to work or not. But don't walk away already. You're not even at the 5-year point. You haven't even felt the 7-year itch yet. So if Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, if you're watching this right now, I want to let you know, I don't support you guys separating and divorcing. Go and see a marriage counselor, see a therapist, work on it. Because look, Harry threw it all away for love. So now you guys are going to have to work extra hard to make this work. Because we're all looking at you. We're all watching. Don't let the naysayers say, I told you so. Don't do that. Am I one of the naysayers? Not really. I want every marriage to succeed. And especially when there are children, I want every marriage and every family to succeed. But sometimes there are some odds that just can't be beat. So thank you so much for hanging out with me here in the tiny studio today. What are your thoughts on these rumors swirling around Prince Harry and Meghan Markle regarding divorce, DIVORCE, separating? I need air. What do you think about these rumors? Do you think there's a little bit of truth in that chatter? Or do you think that somebody's just chit-chatting for money? What do you think? Do you think there's some relevance to that? To these allegations? If so, or if not, please, let's get the discussion started down in the comments section. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you subscribe and like. So I will talk to you next time. And maybe, I was remodeling my tiny studio. As you see, I have my purses there, my Coach bags, a little bit of Prada, and I moved my library to another part of the tiny studio. So I have to get the library, reach into that library and pull out Prince Harry's Spare, and then maybe I will read a little bit, some sections for you regarding how he and Meghan met. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Would you listen or would you watch? Well, as I said before, thank you so much for, hanging out with me here in the tiny studio. And I will catch you next time here on my channel, Simply Nails Tiny Studio. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.